Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most important decisions you'll make as an athlete or fitness enthusiast, choosing the right shoes for your activities. Now I know what you're thinking, shoes are shoes, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the difference between running shoes, walking shoes, and cross trainers could literally make or break your performance and your body. Let me start with a story that happened to me about 5 years ago. I was training for my first half marathon, and like most beginners, I thought any athletic shoe would do. I grabbed my old cross trainers from the closet and started logging miles. 3 weeks in, I was dealing with shin splints, knee pain, and honestly considering giving up running altogether. That's when I learned the hard way that biomechanics isn't just fancy science talk. It's the foundation of everything we do when we move. So today, we're going to break down the science behind why different activities need different shoes. But I promise to keep it practical and actionable. We'll cover the biomechanics, the technology, and most importantly, how to choose the right shoe for your specific needs and budget. Let's start with the foundation, understanding how your body actually moves during different activities. When you walk, you're essentially performing a controlled falling motion. Your body weight is distributed across both feet simultaneously for about 20% of each step, and the maximum force hitting the ground is only about 1.2 times your body weight. Compare that to running, where forces spike to 2.5 to 3.5 times your body weight, and suddenly you understand why runners need different equipment. The walking motion follows this beautiful heel-to-toe rolling pattern. It's smooth, it's controlled, and it requires incredible flexibility through your forefoot as you push off. Your ankle needs to move about 10 to 15 degrees up and 20 to 25 degrees down during each step. This is why walking shoes are engineered for flexibility rather than maximum shock absorption. Running completely changes the game. First, there's a flight phase where neither foot touches the ground. You're literally airborne between steps. When you land, whether you're a heel striker or a forefoot striker, your foot has to absorb massive forces in just 200 to 300 milliseconds. That's less than half the contact time of walking. Your body becomes a high-performance machine, requiring rapid force absorption and energy return. Now, cross-training throws everything out the window because you're moving in multiple directions. You're cutting laterally, rotating, jumping, stopping on a dime. These movements generate forces in all directions simultaneously, up to 2.5 times your body weight sideways during cuts, and over 1.5 times your body weight when you're decelerating hard. This is why cross-trainers look so different from running shoes. Let's talk about how shoes are actually engineered for these different demands. Walking shoes prioritize natural foot mechanics over maximum cushioning. They typically have a lower profile, about 15 to 25 millimeters in the heel, with minimal drop from heel to toe. This keeps your foot close to the ground for better stability and promotes that natural rolling motion we talked about. The magic is in the details. Walking shoes have beveled heel geometry for smooth initial contact, strategic flex grooves in the forefoot for efficient toe-off, and breathable uppers with generous toe box space. They're built for comfort over hundreds of thousands of steps, not explosive performance. Running shoes are where the technology gets really exciting. We're talking about stack heights ranging from 15 millimeters in racing flats all the way up to 45 millimeters in maximum cushioning trainers. Modern running shoes use materials that sound like they're from a space program. Nitrogen-infused foams, thermoplastic polyurethane, bio-based compounds engineered for 65 to 85% energy return efficiency. Let me break down the running shoe categories, because this is where most people get confused. Daily training shoes are your workhorses, 28 to 35 millimeter stack height, moderate drop, built to last 300 to 500 miles. These are for your easy runs, your long runs, the bread and butter of your training. Maximum cushioning shoes are the tanks, 35 to 45 millimeters of foam designed for recovery runs and high mileage days. They're heavier, but they'll save your legs when you're logging serious miles. Racing shoes are the Formula One cars of running. Lightweight, responsive, often with carbon fiber plates, designed for speed. They might only last 100 to 200 miles, but they'll help you PR when it counts. Cross trainers take a completely different approach. They're the Swiss Army knives of athletic footwear. Stack heights typically range from 20 to 28 millimeters with minimal drop to keep you stable and connected to the ground. The outsole patterns are aggressive and multi-directional because you need traction for lateral cuts, not just forward motion. The key features that make cross trainers unique include extended sidewall construction for lateral support, wider base platforms for stability during lifting, and durable materials in high-stress zones because these shoes have to handle everything you throw at them. Now here's where the rubber meets the road, literally. How do you choose the right shoe for your activities? If walking is your primary form of exercise, whether it's casual walks around the neighborhood or power walking for fitness, walking shoes are your best bet. Look for excellent forefoot flexibility, moderate arch support, and that 4 to 8 millimeter heel drop for natural mechanics. For runners, the selection process gets more complex. You need to consider your weekly mileage, your pace ranges, your body weight, and your strike pattern. If you're running 20 to 30 miles per week, balanced daily trainers will serve you well. But if you're logging 40-plus miles weekly, you need a rotation strategy. Here's a pro tip that changed my running game. Rotate your shoes based on workout type. Use maximum cushioning shoes for easy pace runs. That's your 8 to 10 minute per mile stuff. Switch to responsive trainers for tempo work around 6:30 to 7:30 pace. And break out the lightweight trainers or racing flats for speed work and racing. Cross trainers shine when you're doing varied activities. If your week includes weightlifting, HIIT classes, some casual running, and maybe a pickup basketball game, cross trainers give you that versatility. For lifting-focused training, look for minimal drop and firm construction. For high-intensity circuit training, prioritize lateral support and breathability. Let's talk about the technology, because understanding what you're paying for matters. Modern midsole foams are incredible. Nike's ZoomX uses a Pebax compound with 85% energy return. Adidas Boost employs thermoplastic polyurethane for superior durability. New Balance FuelCell incorporates bio-based materials for consistent energy return. These aren't just marketing terms, they're measurable performance differences. Upper materials have evolved too. Engineered mesh provides targeted breathability and support. Knit uppers offer that sock-like fit with minimal seams to prevent hot spots. The strategic placement of synthetic overlays can make or break the shoe's durability and performance. Don't overlook the outsole. Carbon rubber in heel strike zones provides maximum durability. Blown rubber in the forefoot offers superior traction with less weight. Some premium shoes use continental rubber, the same stuff in car tires, for incredible wet weather traction. Here's something most people don't consider. Your foot type dramatically impacts shoe selection. High-arched feet need enhanced shock absorption because your natural arch doesn't compress much to absorb impact. Flat feet benefit from motion control features and firmer midsole densities. Normal arches usually do well in neutral shoes with moderate support. Pronation, how your foot rolls during landing, is crucial too. Overpronation requires stability or motion control shoes with medial support. Underpronation benefits from cushion neutral shoes. If you're serious about optimization, invest in a gait analysis at a specialty running store. The data will eliminate guesswork and potentially prevent injuries. Let's address the elephant in the room, cost. Premium running shoes can cost $150 to $250, but here's the math that matters. If you get 400 to 600 miles from a $200 shoe, that's 33 to 50 cents per mile. Budget shoes at $60 to $100 might only last 200 to 300 miles, potentially costing you more long-term while providing inferior performance. For serious athletes, I recommend activity-specific shoes for your primary sport, plus cross-trainers for secondary activities. This optimizes performance where it matters most, while providing versatility for everything else. Here's a rotation strategy that works. If you run regularly, invest in 2 pairs of running shoes and alternate them. This can extend each shoe's life by 30 to 40% because the midsole foam gets time to recover between runs. For competitive athletes, a 3-shoe rotation with daily trainers, tempo shoes, and recovery shoes maximizes both performance and durability. The future of athletic footwear is fascinating. We're seeing embedded sensors for real-time gait analysis, 3D printed midsoles customized to individual pressure patterns, and sustainable materials that don't compromise performance. Some shoes can now track your running efficiency and predict optimal replacement timing. Sustainability is becoming a major factor too. Recycled materials, bio-based foams, and end-of-life recycling programs are standard features from premium brands. Investing in durable, high-quality footwear aligns performance benefits with environmental responsibility.